Lunchbox is brought to you by Miami Grill, with locations throughout South Florida.
Hold the Mayo. It's time for Mike Mayo's Lunchbox. Find out what's being served with Mike, Beefo, and Lubie, the only show that covers food, sports, and the proper maintenance of your car. And now, a man who had the distinction of having an entire health clinic named in his honor, Mike Mayo.
I want the creme cram sauce with the awesome bay, with shafafa on the side.
Hey, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to another edition and another week of Mike Mayo's Lunchbox. It is Monday. It is post-Thanksgiving. I hope everybody had a great long holiday weekend, and I also hope that everybody is now, digested the whole turkey meal, because we are ready to roll in the Lunchbox. The holiday season is here. December is here. I can't believe it. It's almost 2025, and we are having a special remote visit today to an iconic Miami brand. I can't believe it's been around 40 years. A lot of people know about it. A lot of people may have kind of forgotten that it's still here. But Miami Grill, as it's now known, it's been, again, it started as Miami Subs. Now it's Miami Grill. It is still here. It's still serving people late into the evening at a lot of locations. And I am pleased and thrilled to be joined by both the CEO of Miami Grill, Jonathan Vogel, and the president, Evan Friedman, a couple of old New Yorkers, like there's none of those down here in South Florida.
Not only New York, but Long Island.
Long Island. He said Rockland County, but he was a little in Long Island. I never lived in Long Island. I just went out there for a lot of times for family gatherings. But I'm a Brooklyn boy originally. But now I'm practically considered a South Florida native. I've been here 35 years, which is not even as long as the beginning of Miami Grill, because that's 40 years old. Welcome to the Lunchbox, gentlemen. Jonathan, I'm going to start with you. Just how are things going? And we're going to talk today about a lot of things, the past, present, and future of Miami Grill. But just give us an overall, recap of where things stand.
Yeah, sure. First of all, we're honored to have you here. Thanks so much. It's great to have Mike Mayo here. And welcome to everybody. Not only are we here, but we're better than ever. And we'll get into the history, but today we sit in Pembroke Pines, but we have locations all throughout the state and even outside of the state of Florida, which we can talk about.
Yeah.
Our food is as good and even better than it was what you remember.
And, you've gone from subs to grill. I don't know exactly when the rebranding occurred. Maybe Evan can fill me in. But it's because it's more accurate about what goes on here. Right now, I smell a lot of good things on the grill. I mean, you've got, obviously, you're known for cheesesteaks and chicken cheesesteaks and gyros and chicken on pitas,
yep,
and Nathan's hot dogs.
And wings.
Yep.
Yep.
We're going to talk about wings in a second. But, Evan, just tell me, how long have you been with the brand, and I guess how did you, get linked up with the whole thing? If you want to give a little short.
Yes, and thank you again for coming. So I moved here from New York, as you say that, 2013. My father-in-law bought the company from Nathan's, made a loan to a company, then took over from Nathan's, who bought it from the original owners.
Right.
We're talking 2007, 2010 time period. And said to me, I think you're going to move to Florida. Mm. I said, I'm moving to Florida. You tell your daughter and your 3 grandkids why. And I said, why are you still doing this food business? Go play golf, go play tennis, go enjoy your life, have fun. What are you doing this restaurant stuff so for? And he said, it's taking off. And what really kind of changed everything about Miami Subs in 2012, a celebrity that people in Miami might know, Armando Christian Perez.
Not that guy. Okay.
That guy.
That guy.
Mr. 305.
Mr. 305, Mr. Worldwide. And that got us on the map internationally, and a little bit more of, Miami Subs is back with a new ownership, with Pitbull, a celebrity owner. And then I came down, and the one thing I said about Miami Subs, which we all knew late night, you come home from a club, you come home from the place, and
you see
the lights. Back then it was neon lights, now it's LED lights, right? But you see the bright lights, and you're like, I got to go there. I got to go for those famous French fries. and the gyro, the pronunciation you said.
I
Appreciate
grew
it.
up in Brooklyn and in Queens. In Queens, it was gyros. In Brooklyn and parts of Staten Island, it was gyros.
It's a gyro.
And it
but-
still is, by the way. It's still down here. So, it's amazing what has happened because we have, as Mike even, when I was talking to Mike earlier, oh my God, I love Miami subs when I grew up. I grew up in Florida. I love the food. And all those great menu items are still here. Still here. So our steak still comes from Philadelphia, which Jonathan will get into. The Gyros is a great place, and number one place in Chicago. So we're proud of the food, and then we changed it from Miami subs to Miami Grill about 6 years ago or so.
There's a whole lot of grilling going on.
A lot going on in 40 years for sure.
Now, let me just ask Jonathan real quick. You joined the brand. What year was it?
I'm here 8 years now.
8 years
wow. Yeah.
as CEO, and you also have a restaurant background. You worked up in New York, and you owned a bunch of
30 plus years with Burger King.
Right.
We had this opportunity down here, and I just couldn't pass it up because Miami subs and now Miami Grill, the history, we have such an incredible niche because nowhere else can you find our food with the type of service and drive-thrus.
Right.
And so I just said, wow, what an incredible opportunity. And the food is second to none, as we're going to experience very shortly. You smell it, but wait till we taste it.
Right. And I look, guilty.
I tasted almost all of it.
Guilty as charged. I'm one of those people. Like I said, I've been here for 35 years. I started off in 1989 as a sports writer at the Sun Sentinel. And, when we would get done with late night games, there weren't very many options. There was a couple of 24-hour diners. There was a couple of kind of dive bars. And then, lo and behold, right around the corner from my apartment complex on the corner of US 1 and Sheridan Street, and it's still there, was a glorious Miami subs, now Miami Grill. And I would roll in there and I would get either the chicken pita, I would get sometimes the cheesesteak. And
Come
it was
on,
just,
Mike. We know it's Nathan's hot dogs.
and
Okay?
Nathan's hot dogs.
Don't be shy.
I was homesick sometimes, and I get nothing like a snap of a fresh Nathan's dog, and also the crinkle cut fries, crispy, well done. And I would satiate my belly, which was a lot smaller back then. So I have fond memories, but I got to be honest, until you guys reached out, and I said, you know what? I haven't actually been in one and eaten at one in, I'm guessing, over 10 years. And it's just one of those things where things, that have been around a while, you take for granted or you just kind of skip over. And I'm really pleased that I was able to get in here a week ago and ate some more of the food and seeing you guys are still doing things the right way. So,
Mike, Evan,
welcome back.
Thanks so much. So Evan and I recognized an incredible brand, but back then it got tired.
Mm-hmm.
And so Evan and I came in and we forced everybody to renovate. So now we have beautiful new facilities that are modern and fresh and clean. And almost the entire organization has renovated. We have a couple more that are renovating now. But now you come in and as you can see in this beautiful
it's immaculate. And it's beautifully, decorated with all the murals and there's other things around. And it's just has that vibrant, look at these tropical colors. I feel like I'm back in Miami Vice or a Michael Mann movie. And that's the whole vibe you're going for here, right?
That's right. Even you see the tables, everything has this, Miami vibe. What we want is when you come into the restaurant, you have an experience like you're on vacation, like you're in South Beach. And that's, and then the amazing food, which is the hero.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
So, thanks.
Well, Jonathan, you got the right guy because I'm on permanent vacation. Ever since I took that buyout, somehow I've kind of carved out this niche.
There were some locations outside of Florida we put coconut oil, like the suntan oil, through the air conditioning vents, and they smell. They take them on the beach.
Sprays out. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Look at that. So we're getting hit with the first of the items here, starting with the wings, and then we've got a cheesesteak, and we've got a salad. Before we get to that, I do want to ask about an item that you guys kind of became famous, or I don't know if it's infamous for, and I don't know. I'm assuming it's not still on the menu, but the drive-through late-night wings and Dom Perignon combination. I think it was $99.99 back in the day. Did the lawyers get involved at some point and say you don't really want to be selling champagne at a drive-through at midnight in Miami, or what?
The story goes that we sold 4 a year. It was a 10-wing platter with a bottle of Dom.
Yeah.
For $99.99.
Yeah.
And it was Madonna.
Right.
And when she came down to Miami, we're like, oh, Madonna's coming to Miami. And sure enough, the story goes, she went through the drive-thru. She opened her sunroof. 4 bottles of Dom went through the sunroof. And those are the 4 we sold. But we have about a little more than half the locations have a beer and wine license.
Oh, they do? Okay.
And champagne is part of the wine license. So there are still some restaurants that we currently have that sell beer, wine, and Dom Perignon champagne, which is wild because that's what everybody remembers too.
So it's still a thing.
It's still a thing. Well, we brought it back. There are your French fries.
Now we're getting hit with everything now. This is beautiful. You got 2 different styles of fries. We got milkshakes because they have Bluebell ice cream.
Oh, here's
here.
jalapeno poppers.
You really did hit me. You guys knew. You've done your homework on the Lunchbox because all the restaurateurs seen how there's a game like who can top this and who can slaughter Mike Mayo. And
we got everybody beat here. I mean, you're not going to leave hungry. I promise you that.
Okay. I definitely will not with this array in front of us.
Sure. So we have Nathan's crinkle cut fries and a proprietary Miami Grill seasoned fries. Mm-hmm. These are, of course, famous for almost 41 years now.
Excellent. And again, the seasoned fries are good. You always used to get the Nathan's fries, but this is
you have your choice.
Yeah,
you have your choice because we do have Nathan's brand here, Nathan's original hot dogs. We have the crinkle cut fries as well.
Right now, I'm going to go back. We're going to talk past, present, and future. And you mentioned Nathan's. That was kind of the interim period where the Nathan's family. I guess it's the handworker family.
Yeah, from New York.
Long Island or Brooklyn, actually, Coney Island, the original one. You've done it. You've actually covered the table in food, which is always an eagerly anticipated challenge here on the Lunchbox. When you cover the table with food, what do we got here? Burgers too?
That's a good thing. Oh, of course. We have grilled chicken sandwiches. We have hamburgers, 1/3 pound, fresh, never frozen Angus steak burgers. Mm-hmm. We have our Philly cheesesteaks. And as Evan mentioned, the meat comes from a packer in Philadelphia. That's the real deal.
Real sliced, shaved ribeye
and freshly baked bread.
Freshly baked bread. I'm going to dive into all this, not quite yet, because I still want to keep my mouth clear of debris. I don't want to.
Oh, that's not fun.
Shower anybody with any.
This looks like a Miami Grill version of Thanksgiving.
It does, and having good flashbacks to last week. We got the stick shakes. Yeah. We've got your Miami Grill designer water bottles, and we also have something that you're proud of. You told me about. This is kind of your artistic program where you feature different artists from Wynwood on your cups, and these are refillable cups, right?
Yep. 99 cents refillable, but we're really proud of this partnership with Wynwood artists. Mm-hmm. And every year the artists give us these artistic renderings, different each year. So it's a great partnership with local artists in Wynwood, and people come by and they love it. And then we change the cup out. Thank you.
Look at Lubie. He's a full-service producer. He lays down the plates. He gets all the things.
It's a new franchisee.
Lubie, so getting way back to the origin story, it was Gus Boulas who apparently founded the chain. He took over a bunch of, I guess it was taco stands or some other sub shop, and he branded it Miami Subs. Yesterday, we were at a Greek restaurant up in Boca Raton called Taverna Kima. The family was actually one of the original franchisees with Gus Boulas and has very fond memories of, because I think they owned and operated.
They had like 4 of them.
4 or 5?
East, across Oakland Commercial.
Yeah, we know them.
Yep.
I know who he is.
So
and now
Peter, right?
Yeah, Peter, and they branched from going into the kind of fast casual, fast food realm into full service sit down. Taverna Opa Kima, but they have fond memories, and it gave them a great start. But that was the Gus Boulas era, and then people don't know Gus Boulas. All his problems happened after he had already sold Miami Subs.
Correct.
When he started getting involved in the casino boat. Correct. Anytime you get involved with the casino industry.
Yeah, I mean you're mixing with some interesting people.
And obviously it was tragic. I don't
want
to.
We didn't meet him at a restaurant.
Right.
Exactly. You're very safe with Evan and I.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Because look, it was tragic what happened. Gus was a really well respected and well known businessman, and he was successful. And what happened was a tragedy, and people did get eventually prosecuted and convicted. Yeah. And again, but that had nothing to do with the fast food, with the Miami Subs brand. It was after you already divested from that, and the Nathan's family took it over. And you were telling me that at one point it was 200 different locations, and then
Yeah.
what happened with the expansion? And
Because I remember
contraction?
seeing it all over the place.
Yeah. So we had 200 plus restaurants or so. This is in the Nathan's days, and they lost a lot of leases. And I just think that the brand didn't get the attention that it needed. And that's when Evan and I and our families saw this opportunity to take it over and to rebrand it and to rebuild, which is what we're doing. And Evan later on will tell you
So-
about all the new sites. And
There was expansion to almost 200 all over the country and all over the world,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And now it's back down to like 30 or
Yeah.
so. And are there any in foreign countries now? Or?
No foreign countries.
Okay.
We have a couple out of state,
Mhm.
and Evan will talk to you about how we're growing again, and we have stores being built as we speak.
Okay. Well, I think maybe we should take our first break.
You just want to eat.
Yeah,
I do.
I was
well,
going to say he's trying to get
what
into
I'm going to
code.
do is because
We're going to take 10 breaks.
I'm going to chide Lubie a little bit because I need two things during. Well, he's got to run the board during the break. That's okay.
No,
I'll
but what do
go
you
in.
need?
I need a straw for the thick shake because I've got my eye on that chocolate shake right there. And then
we have utensils coming.
touch
and
it.
str- yep.
and he knows what I need and don't need. He knows I don't need.
Yeah, I know. I'm
a-
trying to keep it
a
as far away
thick
from you as
shake,
possible,
but
if you notice.
they're hand spun and they put the whipped cream on the cherry on top. It just looks so good.
So we'll talk about what's on the table here after the break.
After the break, and then not only will we talk about it, Jonathan, you're
We're
going to
gonna
see
do
a
some eating?
display of eating that might either shock and entertain or repulse you. It's one of the
There
above.
might be half the place are going to be gone after the break.
No.
I'm gonna join you for the shock and awe eating. Okay.
Well, and again,
I wish you luck.
our other co-host
No one like Mike Mayo.
who couldn't be here today, Jeff Defo DeForest, usually encourages me to take what's called the Mayo Big Bite, and I always try to beg off it, explaining that both my
Oh, geez.
cardiologist
Oh, guys, you guys are
and my
insane.
girlfriend says it's not good for my health, but somehow if I get a good, delicious bite, I keep going on it. But I'm not going to
Taste it
do
that
that
way.
just yet. But I
Let's
do
put
want to
this-
look. Here's the gyro. Oh, that's something that I might have to take a bite of that before the break, Lubie.
Hopefully the cardiologist is not watching.
No,
right
the
now, right?
There's no
cardiologist
rules
is not
today.
watching. We're all
Evan
good.
and Jonathan
might-
seem to get it, so I'm leaving you alone.
And then we have other business to attend to also
We do,
today.
we do.
We have to break a tie in the Gulfstream 10 Palm Sunday Brunch Contest. So, I'm going to, you know what I'm going to do? I'm
I
going
don't know if
to
it's a good thing or a bad thing that Jonathan seems to be going all in with assisting you in your
No, this isn't a
debauchery.
big bite. This is just going to be a
I'm
modest
actually very
little bite.
concerned. I don't know. I thought you guys would be aboard. You guys are like, yeah, go for it.
Oh, my goodness. We need a bigger table.
So,
Okay.
Mike, we
Is
have
there anything left on the
That's
menu we
delicious.
didn't
No.
get?
I know. I'm wearing it on my face.
Yeah.
Look at me.
Got
I'm a
Come here. Come on.
Yeah,
come on.
well, you have 3 kids.
There we go.
There you go. You're actually used to this. You have 3 children. You were prepped for
Wait,
the
wait.
lunchbox. If anyone was prepared for the lunchbox,
Anybody got a
it's
bib
Evan.
or
I was
maybe
going to say we need an apron.
Oh, my God.
they know me. This is beautiful.
This is amazing how
That's very
family
tasty.
it feels like.
Yeah,
I don't
so
even know
here,
what to do with that.
so we have
That's a platter, which I love.
a Euro platter, Euro pita. We have it all.
Here.
You do.
You wanted this for some reason.
And
I don't know what
there's
you-
something warm and comforting about. I love gyros or chicken pita. Like
Yep.
that's like a perfect lunch.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just the warm.
You get a little bit of
pocket
everything. You
pita
get
bread,
the veggies, you get the protein, you get the carb with the pita.
Yep.
and you all get it without even having to use any
You
utensils,
don't
which
use
is my favorite
utensils,
thing. So
which is great.
Yep.
it's
And
just-
Mike, you saw back there that these are cut fresh off of a Euro cone.
right.
Yep.
The
Authentic.
traditional.
Well,
The
really?
ones you see
We're
all over
slicing it.
Oh, I
Chicago.
didn't know you guys did. Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Ask that guy Peter from yesterday.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll tell
Yeah,
you.
no, it was it's a transition for them.
And
right.
most of the businesses drive-through when we could do all of this.
That's
so
amazing.
anyway,
We're buried in food,
You know,
which is a good thing because it makes us just forget
Forget about our
about all
sports
the
teams.
football stuff from last.
Our failures.
What a bad football
Whether it's
weekend.
a New York football base or Miami football base.
Dolphins, Hurricanes. You
Oh,
know,
the
we
Giants,
still
the
got
Jets.
Miami Grill at least. That's keeping us going. All right, let's.
there's
What?
one thing I want to say.
Yeah, go for
We
it.
do have a delicious salad here, a chicken
Yes.
club.
I do see
but,
that.
But I have a feeling nobody's touching
It'll
it.
be the
Nobody's
last thing.
excited. Maybe Evan.
you notice?
Evan's eyeing
You
it.
notice how that moved to the side of the table?
It's the
Kind of
obligatory
moving it over there.
obligatory Mike Mayo salad.
We always
that
get one at
every
every
restaurant puts out. It's kind of a science experiment to see will I ever eat a salad. I did it on Friday at Gulfstream because I was so full from the 2 Thanksgiving meals that I could even hardly eat a little bit of a Greek salad that they put in front of me.
Well,
but
we do have to-go boxes. I have a
That's
feeling
good.
that's
Well, we're
going
gonna
in
use
the
a lot
to-go
to go.
box.
yes.
What
Oh
are
my
we
God, they're
still
still bringing
bringing?
food.
What are we
Tell
still?
him no more.
Lubie,
We're good. We're good.
what are they doing to us?
I don't know.
We got the
I
all
told
kinds
Evan
of
like 4
styles
things.
of chicken wings. I actually
No
prefer
more. He can't
the
do ordering
naked
anymore.
grilled wings. I love these
I
things.
don't
Are
even know
these
what to do with
teriyaki or is that that's-
Chipotle barbecue.
Oh, Chipotle barbecue.
Yep.
All right, these
What's up
are
with those?
all up my
Oh,
alley.
there you go.
But I thought we were going to commercial, but we're going
We're
to keep
trying to.
eating.
well,
We keep bringing
sometimes we
food.
have to kind of take a little extended detour to get to the commercial. Maybe I will also
Maybe through
take
the wings.
a wing
All right.
before we get to the
These wings
commercial.
look
I'm ready.
Yes.
Watch, Mike.
Yeah, here we go.
Yeah,
All right,
thank
I'm
you.
ready.
You
He's
got
ready.
it.
Look at
I'm ready
Evan
for you.
is prepared, and I love the fact that, usually I'm the one that's supposed to do homework before a show. These guys did their lunchbox homework.
Yeah,
They
right.
know. And have you ever seen people eat a wing this way?
Yeah, come here.
Is there any other way to eat a wing? Mike knows.
Looks
Look
like
at
a
that. It's
cartoon.
clean.
That looks like a cartoon.
That's the lengthwise flat technique.
And you really took everything off?
Pro tip.
Uh-huh.
That is the best way to eat a finely grilled wing.
No,
I think he ate one of the bones,
I'm
too.
going to say there's only half a bone.
You kind of pick them out a little bit, but
we have to debone it for him.
that's the most efficient way to eat a flat. Are you a flat or a drum guy?
Oh, it's
Jonathan?
flat.
Yeah?
Flat.
I'm flat too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I like drums.
I like them both.
I mean, I like
You
everything.
can
Don't
tell.
get me. As you can tell, we like everything.
And that's from a char grill.
Oh, you can tell.
Really grilled wings with their chipotle
that's
barbecue
great.
sauce. I mean,
The sauce is great. It's that beautiful balance.
A little bit
between-
healthier because it's not breaded and not fried.
Right.
But if you like the indulgent, we also have breaded and fried.
What's
so
on this one? It
a
looks
mild buffalo sauce.
like mild buffalo sauce.
Yeah,
Look,
some blue
let me
cheese.
just for the sake of balance, I will take a mild buffalo sauce breaded wing with a drumstick to complement the flat that I had earlier. That's delicious, by the way. And I know a lot of people. I posted earlier on the Let's Eat group the preview that we were going to be here today, and it engendered a big response. I mean, the group is almost 178,000 members now,
Awesome.
which is crazy.
Amazing.
But again, it triggered a lot of memories from a lot of the folks in the group, and people saying, I still come in there for the wings. I
Yeah.
love the
Yeah.
wings, and I also have consumed my share of wings from Miami Grill.
So wings and our original Philly cheesesteaks are the 2 most popular items. Although we have many, many popular items, those 2 are the highest volume.
Big seller. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, with,
Yeah.
with the
Oh, that has a
gyro,
good kick. That has a good kick.
And that's mild, but
And
yeah.
that's- yeah.
We have 10, 12 sauces to choose from at any point because then everything's made fresh. So anything you want, we put on there.
And I didn't see the onion ring sneak in there either. All right, this has been a long detour to the first break.
Are we back from the break yet?
Not yet, but
Oh, we haven't had the break.
That's our
Sorry.
South Beach sauce, by the way, which goes amazing
Oh, wow.
with those onion rings.
that's like a New Orleans comeback
Yep.
Remoulade
Texas
sauce.
pedal, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Little horseradish.
That's
Yep.
great.
Yep.
Lubie, did you get? Well, we'll get to it.
I don't know what to do.
He's over there excited.
There's just a lot going on. You guys have actually come out the box like
As the kids say, it's a lot.
you're
It's a lot.
Otani. I mean, like literally first at bat, it's like it's now a grand slam. Like
I look everywhere
First
around.
pitch home run right here.
you guys like just he's not joking. People every time we go to a place, they watch the show before. Like, oh, well, what do we do? I think you did it.
Yeah.
You guys
They
have
hit,
set
they
all
hit the
records.
slam. They hit for the cycle and the grand slam and the what do they call it? The game winning
Game-winning walk off home run.
Walk-off.
It's a walk off.
The
home
last
run
20
here.
minutes of this is nap time. After all this
Honestly,
time.
yeah, honestly,
We
It's a
got
turn taking
so
naps.
much more to get to, though.
We
We've
do.
got new locations coming. We've got some of the other players involved here at this
Yeah,
location.
yeah.
The address here, I believe it's 11501 Pines Boulevard, right near the Pembroke Lakes Mall.
Yep, correct.
Yep.
I just pulled that right out of my hat.
Good
But-
for you.
Just east of Flamingo on Pines.
And the thing I like, Lubie didn't bring me any ketchup, but there's so many different sauces here. I could just dunk this fry in the,
Some
you call it the
cheese.
South Beach sauce, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, South Beach.
That's
nice.
good.
I'll get you some ketchup.
Try this one too.
All right, John.
Asian
Before we go to
chili.
commercial.
Sweet. Okay, before the commercial. The never to come
Okay.
first commercial break. All right, let's do it, Lubie. Let's take that first break. I am chowing down on fries and all the other goodies here at Miami Grill. We'll be back more in a moment with Jonathan Vogel and Evan Friedman at Miami Grill after these words. Best restaurants in South Florida? Casa D'Angelo is always at the top of my list. First-class dining, top-flight service, elegant atmosphere, and chef-founder Angelo Ilia is legendary. The flagship in Fort Lauderdale has been serving the finest Italian cuisine since 1997, with other locations in Boca Raton and Aventura. As Angelo himself says, they have an unwavering commitment to unparalleled quality with meticulous attention to details. It's so good, with house-made pastas, pristine seafood, unique meats like elk chops and bison, and seasonal specialties including fragrant fresh truffles from Italy. All locations open 7 days for dinner. Reservations recommended for a special occasion or any occasion. Casa D'Angelo. Tell them Mike Mayo sent you. Delicious Mexican food with innovative twists. Margaritas with a medley of tongue-tingling flavors. I'm talking about Taco Craft, Taqueria, and Tequila Bar. The place to go on Taco Tuesday and every day. It's located at 510 North Federal and Highway in Fort Lauderdale, and also in Lauderdale by the Sea at Plantation Walk, and soon in Coral Springs. Taco Craft has specials every day, including bottomless drinks for a Sunday brunch, and Taco Tuesdays with their $4 premium tacos, including their new burrilla tacos with bone marrow broth. Oh, it's so good. They've even made a taco lover out of me, and they've got so much more, including fajitas, that open-faced smashed cheeseburger tortilla that's new, and a guacamole sampler that's an explosion of flavors. The kitchen is open late. There's delivery and takeout. For more information, go to tacocraft.com. Tell them Mike Mayo the Lunchbox sent you. Hey, it's Mayo for Gilbert's 17th Street Grill. You know me, I love family-run places with quality food at fair prices served with passion and pride. And that's why I love Gilbert's. For more than a decade, Lenore, Beth, and Richie Gilbert have been serving up the best burgers, wings, ribs, salads, and desserts. It's a fast casual spot. Everything prepared fresh to order from an immaculate open kitchen. They're at 1821 Cordova Road in Fort Lauderdale in the Cordova Shops just south of 17th Street. Open every day but Sunday. One of my favorite burgers in South Florida. Big, round, juicy pucks of 100% Angus beef, char grilled to perfection. And don't miss the sweet potato fries on the side. They're legendary. Go to Gilbert's, feast, and be happy. Tell them the Lunchbox sent you. A little further inland, Luke's Seafood and Grill. That's Luke's with a C. 5511 South University Drive in Davie. Luke and Roxy, they're a great couple with great food. It's a mom-and-pop shop bringing the freshest fish and seafood to Western Broward. Some of the best jambalaya and fish cakes around. And Scooby-Dooby-Doo, where are you? You can find his famous Scoobies, those sautéed crab claws, right there on the specials board most days. Oh, so good. So take a trip to University just north of Sterling today. Lunch, dinner, closed on Mondays. Tell them Mike Mayo's Lunchbox sent you. When people come to me and say, Mike, where should I go out to eat? I got guests coming from out of town. Where should we go? Cafe Seville. That's the answer. 2768 East Oakland Park Boulevard. It's a Fort Lauderdale perennial, serving the finest in Spanish and continental cuisine in a cozy, friendly, comfortable setting. Joey Esposito and Sally, his better half, they've been running the place for a long time. It's been open since the 1980s. They got great Spanish classics like paella, shrimp with garlic sauce, and all kinds of great seafood dishes. The stuffed veal chop, oh, that's my favorite. Go to Cafe Seville. It's open every day but Sunday at 5 p.m. for dinner. Tell them that the Lunchbox Mayo and Defo sent you. All right, we're back on the Lunchbox Monday, December 2nd. I can't believe it's December already. We're in the holiday season, and I've already gotten the 12 days of Christmas and all the presents I ever need right in front of me. You know, the line in Jaws, we're going to need a bigger boat. We're going to need a bigger table.
For sure.
I'm going to need a bigger dose of Lipitor, but it's all good. I love and everything I've eaten so far. I mean, the wings, I love those grilled wings. The gyro is great. The onion ring was great. I love that South Peach sauce. There's a lot of love going on.
There's a lot of love. But I do have a question about our food.
Yes.
How is the salad?
The thing is, it looks like a really nice salad. Like, there's no judgment. It's just
everything
it's
has
hard
a
to get
bite.
to it. Where's there
I know the salad, it keeps real good. You put it in the refrigerator. It's there nice and crispy the next day. We'll get there. All right, Jonathan, I'm going to enlist you as the tiebreaker picker. Okay, so on the Lunchbox every week, thanks to our friends at Gulfstream Park, 10 Palms. Are you into the races? Any of you like the ponies? Have you gone to?
Yeah, we've gone.
Okay, well, they have on their second floor, 10 Palms. We do our show there every Friday. We have a lot of fun with Joe Beja, is the best executive director of hospitality, and we give away every week a brunch package for two. It involves answering trivia questions about a restaurant, picking the winning horse in our contest feature race every week, and then finally there's usually a tiebreaker, which is a football game. This past week, the winning restaurant, the correct restaurant is called, it's not even a restaurant, it's Bob Roth's New River Groves, it was in honor of National Pie Day, which occurred yesterday, and they sell great pies for the holiday tables, and I bought 2 of them for the different holiday tables that I visited last week. And Bob Roth's New River Groves has been in business over 60 years. I think they celebrated their 60th anniversary in October.
Wow.
So that was the answer to component 1. Number 2, the favorite one, Enlighten, number 1. And there was a couple of scratches, so also another person who had a scratch horse who gets the post-time favorite is in the hopper. And the third tiebreaker, UF-FSU. I should have listened to Defo. He wanted me to make the tiebreaker game Syracuse-UM.
Yeah, you should have.
And a lot of people would have gone down in flames on that. But instead, and that was a shocking upset that upset nearly everybody except me, because I actually had $10 on the money line on Syracuse at 3-1. So I turned my $10 into 40. Get out. Oh man, I hate to be the naysayer, but I just thought Miami was a soft team, paper tiger. They beat nobody, and it was a thrilling game. And again, Mario Cristobal, Lubie.
He Cristobal. You've been hard on him the whole time.
He should have been fired after he blew the Georgia Tech game last week. It's a basic incompetence of coaching. And how is it that people who are in $7 million a year jobs can make a blunder like that? No accountability.
He's making $10 million a year.
$10 million. Correction. And then this time, go with the field goals.
I love the field. I love
it.
My favorite is, look, the reality is they weren't guaranteed to score. Also, Syracuse was going to get the ball back with 3 minutes, and we saw how they went down the field. So they probably still aren't guaranteed to win. But if you're paying a guy like $10 to $15 million a year as a quarterback, and he's done this all year, so don't you just put the ball in his hands and get out of the way?
Almost Heisman Trophy winner.
Yeah, no, he's going to be a finalist. He is a finalist for the Heisman. Give him the ball. Get out of the way.
The ball's right.
It's like what you guys do here, right? I see you guys letting your managers do their thing. You're not pointing, and it's literally him inserting himself for no reason.
He's done that a few times.
That's what he does.
Hopefully we make the playoffs.
It was a stunner, but I think they're on the outside looking in now. But all right, the long-winded way to get to finally the tiebreaker was FSU versus UF, and
that was stupid.
It seemed like everybody picked FSU, and everybody picked FSU by 17 points for some reason. UF. I'm sorry. No, you're right. I'm all screwed up because it was everybody picked University of Florida. There's a lot of Gator fans.
I have 3 daughters that are
Gators.
Be careful.
He's a Seminole right here.
I am, but I understand that we were going to lose that game.
My daughter is a freshman in Tallahassee.
Georgia Tech was the first problem for you in the first game.
Yes, and then it was a problem after that, and after that.
It was a very dark
omen.
Went
downhill after London, or they played?
They
played in Ireland.
Ireland, right?
Yeah, it was in Dublin. They did not have the luck of the Irish or anybody.
So, yeah, everyone's going UF on that one.
And my daughter, look, she was excited to go to FSU. It's a great school, and she's going to be obviously going there for the academics, but she wanted a big-time football program, and now she might be entering the transfer portal to go visit her cousin in Ohio State. But the Buckeyes had another shocker. That's another one that went down. So
that was a bigger shocker.
That was a huge shock.
Whew.
3 people had the Bob Ross New River Groves had the correct horse and had the Gators by 17 points. So those 3 names are in the hopper. And we've gotten the slips. We haven't had a tiebreaker in a long time. And the 3 of them, I think they're all past winners. But one of them, Barbara Klein, I think has not won in over a year.
Oh, wow.
We also have Dawn Clark in the hat, and Eric Koch, because it wouldn't be a tiebreaker with a Koch, entire Koch family. There's like 7 of them. They each play every week, and they do well. Jonathan,
wow, this is exciting.
I'm going to let you reach in and pick out one of the slips.
Got it.
They are not laced with any illicit material. Some people make fun of the slips here. And we're going to open it up, and you're going to tell me a name. Who is the winner?
So the winner of $4 million is
No.
Jonathan Vogel.
Yeah, exactly.
There you go. There you go.
All right, I'm only kidding. Barbara Klein.
Yes, I'm not supposed to root for anybody or against anybody.
Congratulations.
But Barbara has been a loyal viewer of the Lunchbox
follower.
since the inception,
Yep.
and she gets her contest entry in before the show is even over most weeks. I also have a signed, autographed book from Aaron Sanchez that I got finally autographed for her that I was supposed to get to her like back in January, and I still have that in my car waiting to give to you, Barbara. So congratulations, Barbara Klein. You are the winner of this week's 10 Palms Sunday Brunch Contest. You and a guest, all expense paid, brunch for two at 10 Palms. And just let me know the Sunday of your choice, but I'll also be emailing you. Okay, that
By the way,
concludes.
that's such a great opportunity.
Yeah.
And we'll talk afterwards. Evan and I would love to participate.
Do
in
something
this.
like that with
Yeah.
the promotional
that'd be
giveaways.
wonderful.
Yeah.
We
You don't
love
have to tell
promotional
us twice.
giveaways. Our audience loves
Yeah, people
promotional
get really into
giveaways.
it. I still only half understand this contest, to be really honest with you. We've done it for 2 years. And every week we get like 40 to 50 plus more people jumping on the contest.
and the
So
rules-
they really love this thing.
The rules state that if you win, you cannot re-enter or win again for
So
90
it spreads
days.
out the love,
So
it spreads out the winners, it spreads out the people
And,
getting
and a
involved.
very professional
Yeah.
bag that we choose from.
You used to use a Dolphins hat, so I don't know if that's better or worse.
This is what happens when the expenses of the Mike Mayo show is limited.
It works. I mean,
We're
it
just
does
get the
work.
job done,
I could get
people.
the lotto
It
balls
does.
and get a pretty model.
We'll learn
back
from
there
you
to
all how to
win
do
out,
it
but
fancy.
Oh,
We
yeah.
just get where
Spin a
grinders is
wheel.
what we
no.
are.
we're getting there. We're getting there.
Slowly but surely. is
All
what we
right,
say
back
here.
to Miami Grill. And we talked about the past. We've talked about the present. Now the future, I understand that you're in growth mode again.
Yes.
What's on the drawing board? I know that you personally are involved with one of them, right?
Sure. Both of us. Yeah. And as far as growth goes, Evan, you want to
Yeah,
talk
yeah,
about
sure. So we are changing from Miami Subs to Miami Grill, like we spoke about. Every store has been renovated except for a couple. Inside, as you see, and for people that haven't been to a Miami Grill, former Miami Subs in a while, we invite you to come down, and you'll see the brand that you loved for so long. And look what we did to this. We changed everything. We made it fresh. We made it new. And then the growth, we're opening in a few stores in Orlando that are opening soon.
Nice.
We have one in Deerfield Beach that is opening in the next few weeks.
I
Maybe
hope we can
couple
get in
of
there
weeks.
when it opens on
Oh, that would be
Hillsborough
amazing.
Boulevard,
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
it's great.
Yep.
It's great. It's we built it from scratch, modular building, beautiful, and that's opening next couple of weeks. And we're looking for locations, obviously in South Florida. We have in South Carolina. We have a store in Las Vegas. So we're branching out, and there's about 20 to 30 in the pipeline to keep growing.
That's great.
This iconic brand.
Yeah.
It's kind of like reinventing an old brand to what it was.
Pembroke Pines Finest
Oh,
is
no.
just attempting to enter the building. Probably
Is that Barbara Klein?
I don't know.
No, she didn't. That was
coming
quick.
from-
How did she know? She in the parking lot waiting
They
for her
just
prize?
pulled in. They were looking to get in this door. We have temporarily closed for the show taping, but I don't know if they're going to come to arrest me for overconsumption. I swear, there's no
There really is a police
alcohol
officer.
and inebriants involved. This is strictly calories. And
So, I'm curious because Mayo told his story. I talked to you off air about
Yes.
it, and I talked.
while
about
you do
this.
that, Lubie, I'm going to take a big bite.
I figured
Not a
the
big
eating
bite,
was
a
going to happen
regular
soon,
bite.
so it was my
of
turn to
the cheesesteak. I'm going
jump
into
on
the cheesesteak
so they
next.
can just watch you and hear me. So, and literally growing up, Miami Subs was a big part of my life. Literally, when I was a camp counselor, the location on University Drive and 50th Street in Sunrise Lauderhill,
Motorhill, yeah.
every Friday, like that was I was at a preschool as a camp counselor, and all the counselors would take their turn because there was like a cheeseburger special on Friday, and we would run to Miami Grill, then Miami Subs, and that's always been a place where, because that's the thing is it's really good food done quickly. It's not fast food,
Well said.
but it's really good food. And again, you have every food group known to man, every style of food known to man or woman or humankind. So it's interesting because you're not wrong. Like it's the kind of thing where it's just there that you almost sort of, I don't want to say forget, but you just know it's there, right? You go there, when you pass it, but you may not think about it. So it's like you're talking about, I'm curious what you do with that, because it's a name and a brand that does have fondness,
Yes.
especially South Floridians, and even people across the country. But you're right, it did fall into a certain
Lull.
comfortability. I don't want to low comfortability.
Yeah.
And you want to shake things up, right? So
Yeah.
you go from Miami subs to Miami Grill. You still have some of the same patterns. You bring in Pitbull to be a partner. How is it? Like, how do you decipher between what we keep showing from the old, but we also want to make sure people understand we're switching things up a little bit too?
Right. Well, so you still have those same food that you loved
Yes.
as a kid.
Okay.
And the fact that listen, when we bought the company, we had to take over a brand that was going the wrong way.
Interesting.
It was an old iconic brand that the furniture was plastic. It was that kind of furniture, and it looked old. It looked dated.
Yeah.
So to convince franchisees that renovating around you, look around, every store is renovating, every restaurant was renovating, and we had a renovated package that wasn't that expensive. So after a few renovated, they all saw that they make money.
I was going to say,
renovating.
what were
When
you
something
seeing?
feels fresh and new,
Yeah, people love it.
People
especially
like
South Florida.
shiny new
South
toys.
Florida.
We have some that are under construction where they were painting on the outside. Our sales, because they saw something was new.
We're going up.
It was wild.
Yeah.
Wild. So every store is now renovated, like Jonathan
Right.
said, except for a couple. And the service now, as you can see, we have plates, we have
Oh,
silverware.
no, everyone was fantastic.
It's just what we've done to what we had. And now comes the future, as you said.
Right, and that's now reintroducing it into
Correct.
people's imaginations and making it a part of their rotation again.
Right.
And that's where hopefully we could help. And
Great.
because I've always liked what I've seen and eaten here.
Yes.
And like you said, it's always a tricky thing to do a major rebranding, and you have to weigh the risks versus the rewards. But in your case, it was definitely going to be more risky to stay the course with the
Right.
status quo,
Yeah.
right?
Mike, you're right. So the other thing is, as Evan said, we did a couple of renovations, and all of a sudden the sales were skyrocketing.
Mm-hmm.
And the other franchise partners said, hey, look at that. And so they jumped on the bandwagon. But also modernizing, we did things like we have a great Miami Grill app where
Yep.
you can order all of your great food and pay for it. You can get it delivered. You can come by.
Is there a rewards program,
There's
with
a-
discounts,
yeah,
loyalty.
things like all that
Loyalty
stuff?
program, special discounts
Now,
for them.
You were telling me the other week that the bulk of your, service is drive-through and pick-up takeout, right?
Yeah.
But you still have space for
Yeah,
people
dining
to
room,
eat
yeah.
in a comfortable, attractive
sure.
environment, right?
Absolutely.
So
If you want to
options,
come
it's
in
all-
with your family and eat, it's a beautiful environment. But if you're on the go and you need it quick and convenient, all the restaurants have drive-throughs, and we're putting digital menu boards even on the outside. New headset systems that are digital, so it's clear and no more of.
Hello, sir. Can we take your order?
Like a subway. You're talking about New York, like a subway driver.
Yeah.
Correct.
We're utilizing the technology. Some of the restaurants have self-ordering kiosks, so we're using
interesting.
modern technology, and that's one of the other things that's really changed us. We've brought in incredible new advertising companies and PR companies to help us, and so this is how we're really getting the word out that we are not the old, tired Miami subs.
Right.
We are
It's
new,
fresh and
modern
new.
Miami Grill.
And let me give a little insta critique. That cheesesteak is very good. I mean,
thank you.
I took it after it was sitting here for a few minutes, and still just the beef flavorful, juicy, and that cheese. You got it's the proper amount of cheese. Some places get a little chintzy with it. This is like globs of tasty cheese, and you got the grilled onions perfectly grilled to perfection, along with the peppers. I'm happy, and I didn't even put any hot sauce on it. And usually I'm a hot sauce guy. I dunked it, put a little bit of the South Beach sauce on it.
Yeah.
And
Nobody does what we do. And I mean that. When people say, who's your competition? It's
I
hard to
couldn't
find a
think of who it
competition
is.
to make fresh food, fresh to order, with freshly baked bread, and where we get our food from, as Jonathan mentioned. But to do that and have it the drive-through and have it in 3 to 4 minutes, not that many people want to do that, other restaurants. And we have found our franchisees are happy.
Right.
Looking for new franchisees in all the South Florida and all of the state of Florida. It's one of those things that makes us very unique and different than others.
Yeah, and after the next break, I think we're going to get to meet one of the franchisees.
Oh, nice.
The owner and operator of this store. If he's not too camera shy, or at least just make a little wave appearance. But that's
JC.
Yeah.
JC Rivera.
And he has owned this, operated this location for
12 plus years or so, I
12
believe.
plus years.
Yep.
And I guess that's always,
That's
a lot of restaurants, particularly chains, are franchised. But it's just making sure they're all adhering to the same standards, consistency, quality. It's always the biggest challenge for a multi-unit restaurant.
What we do is we have an amazing team. We call them the ops team, the operations team, and they're out in the field every day helping support our franchise partners and making sure that each restaurant is holding the standards of good quality food, good service, cleanliness.
Yeah. And what is he doing? Is he tearing apart? Now, people can't see him, but off camera.
I don't eat the way you.
First of all, Lubie's got
that.
schmutz all over his face. He's like me.
I can't eat it the way, like, when you put it in like you're a dinosaur. Like, I can't eat it like that.
There's a reason we keep him off
Barney
camera.
Rubble. I can't do the Barney Rubble.
He's got more schmutz than me. Unfortunately, he doesn't have Evan next to him to wipe off his mouth.
I would.
That was great. It was like having a personal butler. I felt very, very honored. Man, am I having a good time here?
But you're going to the bathroom by yourself. I'm just.
Oh, no, that's okay. So let us take our second break. Before we do that, I just want to put it in the good word. Can't believe it, but the holidays here, less than 6 weeks away from the Greater Fort Lauderdale Food and Wine Festival. I'm sorry, did I say Greater Fort Lauderdale? Visit Lauderdale Food and Wine Festival. Now as it's known, because it's rebranding. A couple of years ago, it was known as that. Now it's Visit Lauderdale Food and Wine Festival. VLFoodWine.com on the web. Go online, check out all the events, get your tickets now. It makes the perfect stocking stuffer for the food lover in your life. And it's a full slate of events. A lot of them are getting close to being sold out. So go on to VLFoodWine.com. Besides the intimate dinners at some of the best restaurants in town, there's also the Big 5 signature events. And as a bonus, if you use the promo code Lunchbox, that's Lunchbox, you get an extra 15% off the already low ticket prices. That's for the Wednesday cocktail competition, Thursday Asian themed walk and roll, the Friday night barbecue battle, the Saturday grand tasting, and the Sunday new brunch ticketed event. Those 5 events, promo code Lunchbox for extra savings. Go online now, VLFoodWine.com. All right, Lubie, let's do it. Let's take that second break. We'll be back with more from Miami Grill in Pembroke Pines after these words.
Is it time to sell your business? You've poured your heart and soul into your restaurant or business, and you want to see continue the legacy you have built. Transworld can help. Call me, Andy Cagnetta, at Transworld Business Advisors right now and see if it's time for you to retire and relax. Iconic brands like the Mai Kai, Mulligan's, Carlos and Pepe's, Mangoes, and many more turn to Transworld to help sell. Contact Transworld on Facebook or call 954-772-1122 or visit tworld.com. Again, that's 954-772-1122 or tworld.com.
When I'm looking for some wicked good food for a wicked good lunch, there's only one place to go. That's Wicked Cheesesteaks in Fort Lauderdale. It's at 4824 North Federal Highway, just south of Commercial Boulevard and across from Holy Cross Hospital. My friend Brian there, he will hook you up with some really tasty treats. They've got cheesesteaks just like the best you can find in Philly, along with lobster rolls, because that's where he's from, Maine originally. And they have wings and pizza and everything you want to have a really good time. Wicked Cheesesteaks. They're open every day but Tuesday. Check them out online, wickedcheesesteaks.com. Tell them the Lunchbox sent you. If you're looking for a great place for steaks, seafood, and more, go to Tropical Acres Steakhouse and Butcher Shop. It's at 2500 Griffin Road in Dania, just west of I-95 in the airport. They've been there a long time, since 1949. That means they're doing something right. You'll get old-school hospitality from the Studiali family, along with great value, for tremendous service. Of course, you could also go into the bar for happy hour every day, 4 to 6, and they have great value all night long. Also, a butcher shop that's open every day from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., except Sunday. The dining room is open every day at 4:30, except Sunday. Go to Tropical Acres. Tell them the Lunchbox sent you. From a scratch kitchen, delicious drinks and house-made spirits from a craft bar. A great vibe inside and out with a spacious patio. I'm talking about Batch New Southern Kitchen and Tap, Fort Lauderdale, in the heart of the city at 525 North Federal Highway. It's open 7 days for lunch, dinner, and weekend brunch with classics like fried chicken and waffles and shrimp and grits, and creative items like pecan-crusted salmon and a fried green tomato BLT. And the drinks? Smooth sipping and so good. There's convenient free parking and a garage next door, happy hour at the bar, an entire patio, 4 to 7 Monday to Friday, and live music every Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. It's pet and people friendly and with cozy fire pits for when the temperature dips. For reservations and more information, go to BashSouthernKitchen.com. If you like seafood in a comfortable setting, outdoors, even keel fish shack at the corner of A1A and Commercial Boulevard in Lauderdale by the Sea, and also now with a new location on Las Olas Boulevard. Those are my spots. Upscale food in a down-home setting. The chef owners, Dave and Brad, do a terrific job with all the seafood classics that you want. They have the best grilled oysters in town, bang bang shrimp, lobster rolls, and deli fish specials. They also have weekend brunch Saturday and Sunday. They have deli happy hour 4 to 7, and they also have other weekly specials like mussels on Monday and oysters on Tuesday. Go to Even Keel Fish Shack and tell them that the Lunchbox sent you. We're having so much fun here at Miami Grill. We're back already. Oh, and we got the Pembroke Pines unit franchise operator. It's JC in the background.
Yeah, 11501.
You got a crash done. He's a tall guy.
Hey guys.
Wave to the crowd.
JC Rivera.
You
Yeah.
said.
So JC's the owner of this restaurant.
Yep.
11501 Pines Boulevard, Pembroke Pines.
Yep.
Very proud. You see this place is beautiful. He keeps it immaculate. Yeah.
Thank you.
I came in
as
here
he
last
does
week.
himself. Look at this guy.
We did our scouting mission, and job well done. I love the decor in here. I love the way it's so bright.
Awesome.
You've got all
Appreciate
these
that.
murals, the Miami skyline, the Ocean Drive. So kudos to you.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for coming. I
Yeah.
hope you guys enjoyed the meal.
Oh,
Yeah.
we did.
Yeah, we
We're
did.
still
Awesome.
enjoying.
We're still enjoying it. Perfect.
Yeah. You know me. I could eat for a while, and all the food that you brought out here is delicious. Thank you so much
Okay.
for your
Yeah.
hospitality today. Keep up the great work, JC. And I know that you're camera shy, but
Yeah.
we appreciate you coming on and saying hello to the folks. And
All right, guys.
A great operator and a great guy.
good.
Right.
We're happy to be partners.
Excellent job.
Thank you,
Have
thank
a
you.
great holiday season and a very happy, healthy, and prosperous 2025.
Awesome. Same
Excellent.
to you. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Jason.
All right.
Awesome.
Thanks for
Pleasure.
coming.
Pleasure
Appreciate it.
was ours.
Thank
All
you.
right.
Can we
He
introduce
wants to
one
get a
more?
little
Do we-
picture. Wait, and then we're gonna get a headset on Ambrose here, right?
Yep.
And
You can take my hand.
we got a lot of moving parts, but we are moving right along here. We're gonna get that one to him. We're gonna get Lubie. Musical headphones today. This is the Lunchbox,
I always wanted to be.
and now we've got Ambrose. Why don't you introduce him, Jonathan?
Sure. Ambrose Wims. I won't say how long
Here, I'll
he's been
move
around
over.
for, but Ambrose is our senior vice president of operations. Been here basically since day one.
Nice.
Incredible guy. This is the guy that keeps the engine running every single day. Ambrose, welcome.
Thank you, sir. I'm really shy also, so.
Oh, that's okay.
No, I'm not shy. I started in March 15, 1992.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I kind of had gray hair back then.
Let me do some quick math. 32 going on 33 years
Yeah.
at the same company. You know what they gave me after 31 years at the Sun Sentinel?
Uh-huh.
A buyout offer. I didn't even get a watch, but I'm not bitter. No, actually, I
That's
love
okay.
to
Let
keep
my
it to
bosses know
something.
that.
Yeah. But no, that speaks to something about the culture, and to be that loyal and dedicated to a particular brand
Thank you.
is really says something. And what is it about Miami Grill that has kept you on all these years?
It's in my DNA.
Yeah?
Got gyro coming out of my veins.
Plus, we have him handcuffed, so he can't go anywhere.
Okay, we got it.
Got a great contract.
So you oversee the whole, all the
Yes,
different
all the
franchises?
operational stuff and
Yeah.
a few other fun departments.
Is it challenging? I mean, obviously, COVID was a once-in-a-century pandemic that upended the entire hospitality industry. What was that like, and the quick pivot and all that stuff? I didn't ask these two guys
Right.
about it, but
COVID was great for us. Our drive-through numbers just went through the roof.
right.
And all we did was really change our strategy from inside to takeout.
Yeah.
It was actually great.
And that's the thing about, as horrific as the pandemic was for a lot of people and a lot of businesses, there were certain winners, certain businesses like pizza restaurants
Sure.
and some of the Chinese restaurants that had big takeout operations.
And you
And-
think about us because
Yeah.
we have something for everybody. So.
yeah.
We were able to
Well, all the
stay open,
categories. Yeah.
not miss a beat because of our drive-through.
Yeah.
So.
And I think actually that might have been the last time. I probably at some point during COVID rolled through that store on Sheridan and US 1
Uh-huh.
and probably picked up either gyro or some chicken wings.
You talking about Dania Beach?
Dania Beach
Yeah.
one, yeah.
137.
Right on
Beautiful.
the border of Dania and Hollywood. I'm sorry. It's
Yep.
right there. But
because we have that store as well as a store in Hollywood.
Yes.
So,
That you operate.
Yeah, well, that's a franchise store.
Franchise.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
Great. But again, terrific job, Ambrose. Thank you for
Ambrose, we're on
all
air,
that
so
you've done.
Evan and I say thank you so much.
Oh my goodness!
Like
Thank
I said,
you so much.
He's the engine that keeps this place going and out in the field every day, so he's awesome. If you see him in the store, say hello to Ambrose.
Absolutely.
Excellent. All right, I think we still got to take one more break, so let's take that final break there, Lubie, and then we'll come back with my daily Mayo Clinic Mayo Medical Report. And maybe I'll also eat a Nathan's hot dog. Before we get to the break, there was somebody commenting on the string that I put up earlier about memories of Miami Grill, Miami Subs. And Chip Namias, who former PR director of the Miami Dolphins, chimed in. And he said, I liked it when they used to have the real Nathan's hot dogs and French fries. And I didn't respond to him yet, but don't you still have the real Nathan's hot dogs and French fries?
We have a contract with Nathan's, and we are one of the very, very few that has the, as you called it, the snap.
Yeah,
when you bite it, it's got to bite back, right? It's got to snap back.
They call it natural casing. So
Yeah.
you do feature the natural casing hot dog. We're going to see it here in a second, and it might disappear in one bite down this big mouth. But Chip, come on back, because they have got the crinkle cuts.
That's my go.
Right
Like
here.
you went to the Philly cheese. My go-to was the hot dog, the Nathan's fries, or wings, or the burgers. Those are my staples.
And remember the pitchfork.
100%.
The Nathan's
pitchfork.
Yeah, it's like the real Nathan's.
So again, the lineage of this place is really fascinating. From Gus Boulis and his Greek background to Nathan's and the Handworker family and the whole, iconic Nathan's of Coney Island brand.
Yep.
And you still have Arthur Treacher's fish and chips.
We have
featured?
we have fish and chips. Yep.
Is it the Arthur Treacher's or it's a different
It's
variant?
the original Arthur Treacher.
No, Arthur Treacher's.
Yeah.
Because you don't see many of those anymore.
No, as a matter of fact, I think you only can get it at Miami Grill.
Okay, there you go. So it's an exclusive. Miami Grill exclusive. All your favorites, whatever you want. You want fish, you want seafood. I mean, you want the chicken, you want gyro meat, you want cheesesteak, you want a hot dog. It's all here. If you want a salad, but I noticed
It's a beautiful salad. We're not mad at the salad. You brought out the whole freaking menu.
What are the odds? What was it? At plus 400 for me to touch the salad during the show?
Move it around a little bit.
Maybe. No, that's it.
It's a
I'm
good
going to
looking
be
salad.
consistent.
But
I'm
Mike,
getting full.
when you
Holy
talk about our menu, what we say is we have something for everyone. So you can come with your friends, you can come with your family, and everybody has something that they like.
Yeah, and it's here, and it's conveniently located somewhere near you.
Yes.
30 locations throughout South Florida. We'll be back with more from the Miami Grill in Pembroke Pines after these words. Freshest fish, Delaware Chicken Farm and Seafood Market, located at 4191 North State Road 7 in Hollywood, open 7 days. Since 1951, a South Florida tradition for stone crab in season, Thanksgiving turkeys, holiday feasts, and everyday eating. Great steaks, house-made sausage, and prepared foods, too. Delaware is not just a market, it's a celebration of taste, quality, and old-fashioned customer service with a smile. Sign up for their weekly email flyer at DelawareChicken.com and tell them Mike Mayo and the Lunchbox sent you. When the Brooklyn boy in me wants a great bagel with lox, matzo ball soup, deli sandwich, and rugelach, you know where I go? Grandpa's Restaurant in Dania Beach. It's a South Florida institution since 1957 that was revamped a few years back by a pair of New York bagel baking legends. Full deli and appetizing case with spreads, salads, and platters for takeout and catering. Grandpa's is near Federal Highway just north of Sterling Road, open 7 days for breakfast and lunch. Go eat and enjoy. It's Mike Mayo's Lunchbox approved. For the finest and authentic Greek cuisine, Taverna Kima is the place to go. 6298 North Federal Highway in Boca Raton. It's been around for nearly 2 decades. Every day is a feast with grilled lamb and fish, house-made spinach pie and moussaka, gyros, traditional dips, mezes, with soft, warm pita. It's open 7 days for lunch and dinner with happy hour daily from 3 to 6 p.m., indoor, outdoor, private dining, and they are now featuring a monthly lamb roast brunch on the first Sunday of every month. So celebrate life at Taverna Kima. For reservations and information, go to tavernakima.com. A sophisticated setting, I'm talking about Corvina Seafood Grill. It's at 110 Plaza Real South in Boca Raton, just south of Palmetto Park Road. It's the place to go for the freshest and local seafood and fish, some of it with a Peruvian twist like their great ceviches. It's open 7 days for dinner. They also have happy hours 7 days a week. You don't want to miss it. It's a great place. CorvinaBocaRaton.com for more information and reservations. Tell them the Lunchbox sent you. Hey, we're back. Miami Grill, Pembroke Pines.
So you guys aren't seeing the
Jonathan
chat.
Vogel, CEO.
This might be our most active chat.
Evan Friedman.
I just love people jumping on, going, "I love Miami Grill. I love Miami Grill." This guy's like, "I'm in the drive-through right now at Miami Grill."
Oh, my God.
Like, we love hearing that. That's amazing.
Tell him to come back. I'll give him a reduction in the franchise fee.
I'm just going to say, I am so pleased that we were able to make it in here. It was a real pleasure to chat with Jonathan and Evan and get to meet Ambrose and, of course, JC, the operator. It was a great time. Come on out here, if not here in Pembroke Pines, then to your closest Miami Grill, online at miamigrill.com to check out the nearest location. And with that, I'm going to say enjoy every sandwich and enjoy every hot dog. And with apologies to Joey Chestnut and everybody in the hand worker
He's got
family.
nothing on you.
What are you going to do? You really doing it?
Oh, boy.
Jesus.
Oh, boy.
no.
You're doing the whole hot dog in one bite?
Oh, Lord.
All right, we'll see you tomorrow. I don't know if you want to see us. Enjoy
Now whistle.
every sandwich.